Chargers to the Jets. What? Crazy. 60 mil for 1 year. Captain's Log. Currently sitting in traffic down in D.C. Captain's Log. All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is the Captain's Law podcast, home for your sports, culture, and perspective, and random rants, man. I'm glad for y'all to be here, man. This is episode 10, man. 10, bruh. 10 episodes in already, man. We moving along, man. I've been tested, but we here. So hope everybody doing well, man. As per usual, man, I always challenge you all at any point of this episode, if you like what you're hearing or seeing, please hit that subscribe, hit that follow wherever you're listening or watching, man. It helps with discoverability. For tonight, man, it's gonna be primarily NFL. It's gonna be a little bit NBA. And that's gonna be a no culture and perspective tonight, man. It's been a big day in the NFL. The last day or two, it's been huge. So we're gonna dive into that, man. So we're gonna do NFL around the league, cuts and trades. Around the NBA, the announcement, Doc Rivers is retiring at the end of this season. And we're going to talk some Wizards talk as far as Trae Young making his debut, playing 2 games for the Wizards so far. We'll talk about that too. So before I do that, man, again, always got to ask, how was your weekend? Sorry, I got to move that closer. I always start off by weekend recap, man. So last week, my daughter turned 10. So let me get a clap for that. Clap for my 10-year-old daughter, man. And Mom Dukes turned 60. Mom Dukes turned 60, man. The big 60. I told her name is. I'm calling her OG from now on. She said she prefers to be called 6.0. I was like, okay. I was like, you been thinking about that. So Thursday, what I'm saying, we didn't do much. Friday, I took my mom and my daughter, a whole family, and my stepdad. We went out to eat, something like, my mom, she don't be wanting too much, man. So took her out to eat, went to Outback, just had a good time, chill, fellowshipped, and I bought her a treadmill. It's supposed to be coming in the mail on Amazon on Wednesday. Look out for it, Mom. And then Saturday, my daughter had a sleepover, so she had her little buddies come over. We took them to a little Monster Mini Golf in Jessup. I would check that out, man. If you got a child that's 10 and under, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a dope little spot, man, if you want to check it out. I mean, or if you're looking for like a little low maintenance, real cheap date, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice little spot. I heard they opening one up in Crofton too, but right now it's just that one in Jessup. So we went there, then came back, man. The kids was up half the night, and woke up the next morning, made them breakfast, and I got me a pedal in, man. I got me, I be cycling too, man. I try to stay multifaceted out here. So I got my first cycle in for the year, man. 20 miler. I went on the WBNA trail. That starts in Bowie. If you're not hip to it, and it stretches deep into Crofton. If you really want to push it go all the way to BWI. So check that out. I think originally that shit used to only be like 7 miles long. Now, if you go from the beginning, which it starts at if you're from the DMV area, I'm talking as if everybody's from Maryland. But if you live in Maryland, you live in PG County, or you're familiar with PG County, on Annapolis Road where the Wawa is, right across the street, it's actually a bike shop over there. Jaffe Cycles, check them out, black owned. If you go across the street, that's where the trail starts, and from there to the original section, it is 7 miles. Now I get on a little further in. So from my house to where I get on to Ward Chapel is 20 miles. So if you was to start from the beginning of the trail, it's probably 23, 24. Probably 23 miles. And if you want to go all the way to BWI, I'm pretty sure if you go all the way to BWI, you're going to be over 50. So it's up to y'all. But I did that, man. I was burnt. I seen a guy that was on the trail, man, and I guess he had fallen. He was right in the middle of the trail. and I had to pull over because like people was like stepping over him. And I didn't see anybody like ask him was he okay. So I stopped. I was like, hey, "What's up, brother? You good?" He was black dude, so I'm black, so I got to stop check on my folks. So I can see that he had some cuts on his legs, on his arms and stuff. And I was just making sure he ain't bust his head or nothing. I was like, "Hey, you okay?" You know what I'm saying? He's like, "I'm good." I was like, "I mean, you want to get up?" You know what I mean? So I just want to sit there. I was like, "Well, you in the middle of the trail, man." So I was like, "Let me move your bike." So I moved his bike to the grass, and he just insisted that, you know what I'm saying, like he was good. And I said, "Well, look, I'll make a deal with you, bro." I was like, because it can't really be on my conscience to leave a good brother just sitting here on the ground while people stepping over you. So I said, "This is what I'm gonna do. I'm about 3 miles, 3.5, 4 miles from the turnaround point for me." I was like, by the time I get there and get back, if I get back to you and you still laying here on the ground, we're gonna have to call somebody. I was like, whether you want to call the ambulance or you want to call your folks. I was like, but I can't leave you at that point. It's gonna be my duty. At that point, your decisions have been taken away. I'm gonna be making a grown man decision for you. So I came back and he was gone. So I said, okay, cool. So as I was heading back on my 10-mile turnaround point, I was coming back up this hill. I seen him sitting on the bench. He just gave me a thumbs up. So I said, okay, cool. Got back home, you know what I'm saying? It probably took me about an hour, about 15, 20 minutes to ride. A little longer than usual, but first pedal of the year, you know, ain't really been able to do too much. So got my pedal in, man. Weather, right this week, the weather's good. It was 70 something degrees today. It's gonna be 70 something tomorrow. It's gonna be 80 something on Wednesday. I think it's supposed to rain Wednesday night. So of course, I had to pull the bike out. You know what I'm saying? I am a motorcyclist as well as a cyclist. So I ride a 2014 Victory Cross Country jet black on black joint. And I rode that joint to work today. It was a little chilly, but I enjoyed it, man. The bike run good in the cold. Went to work, came home, and I was like, let's record today. So sorry I went too far off the beaten path, but we gotta do weekend recaps, man. I want y'all to let me know. Let me know in the comments wherever you listen and watching. Let me know what y'all did over the weekend, man. That's important to me. It's important to the community. But let's get into the NFL, man. Bring my bell a little closer. All right. So it is a lot going on in the NFL today. A lot. It's been a lot going on in the past 24 to 48 hours. It's been so much going on in the NFL. I can't even cover everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do around the league, cuts and trades, and then I'm gonna do Commanders specifically because we're a Commanders family, right? All right. So first and foremost, we're gonna start with something huge. Kyler Murray released by the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, I can't say we didn't see this coming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he been hurt. He been back on. He been hurt. The production not there, man. And this team is looking like they're trying to rebuild something. So they got to go ahead and do what they got to do. So they released him, and they still owe him 36. We'll say $37 million. But best of luck to you. I'll be surprised who picks him up. He'll be picked up by the morning. Adam Scheffner. Shout out to big Adam Scheffner, man. He been spitting the posts out, man. He Adam Scheffner probably made about 20 posts a day. All these players been traded. I can't even cover them all. So Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs gets released. Can't say I'm not surprised there, man. Considered to be a veteran / older player, and then he got his little legal issues going on. That's what the Patriots do. Robert Kraft don't play that. The Raiders released Geno Smith. Can't say I'm surprised there, man. Production wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He get picked up though, man. He still got plenty. Still got plenty of gas left in the tank. Tua got released by the Dolphins. Got released by the Dolphins this morning. No surprise there either. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, production. The Dolphins they've been a mid-grade, mediocre team pretty much since he been there. They had a couple of seasons where they was good, but once them concussions and all that shit start kicking in, man, they've been a mid-grade team, dog. But now he got picked up by the Falcons. Now I don't know how I feel about the Falcons because to me it's like I feel like that's like the same team whole time, just a better running back. But we'll see. So he'll be taking the place of Kirk Cousins and the other guy. I mean, is he gonna start or he the backup? Because you already got a starting quarterback. We'll see. or they're gonna be fighting for the job. I mean, I don't think that the other guy, I can't remember his name. I don't think he's doing that bad that you bring Tua in to potentially take his job. But okay. Trent McDuffie, cornerback for the Rams, signs a 4-year, $124 million deal. Them cornerbacks getting paid these days. $100 million guaranteed, man. Congratulations to him. He is a dog. I done seen some plays. Packers backup quarterback Malik Willis signs to the Dolphins. Malik Willis is good, so I'll be curious to really. I'm going to be watching to see what he really do. If they plan to make him the starter, I don't think they got nobody else. So congratulations to him. Mike Evans to the 49ers. Did not see this one coming, man. I thought he was going to retire a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, but they traded him to the 49ers. I like that for him, though, man. I like that. I think 49ers will be good. Brock Purdy, he going to heave that joint to him. So I like that. Colts receiver Alec Pierce signs 4-year, $116 million to stay with the team. I like that. He is a dog. We'll pay that man his money. And this is probably one of the craziest joints here, bro. It's probably one of the craziest joints here. Kenneth Walker III, Super Bowl MVP for the Seahawks, traded to the Chiefs. Seattle, what are y'all doing? I don't know. I mean, has this happened before? I guess this has happened back in the day, but it is very, very, very rare that you see a Super Bowl MVP running back get traded right after the Super Bowl. And he just got paid. Didn't he get like 3 years, 100 mil or something like that? Damn, like y'all. I don't know, Seattle. I feel like y'all fumbled the bag on that, man. I mean, I don't know who the backup is, but you're talking about the person who literally put the team on his back to win the Super Bowl. Had like 30 carries for over 100 and something yards. Like, put the team on his back and won the Super Bowl. Y'all didn't win the Super Bowl. Y'all don't win if it wasn't for him. And y'all let him go to the Chiefs. The Chiefs is back. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Matter of fact, and there's other ones too. I'm just going because they keep coming in. So I'm gonna pull up Adam Scheffner's joint. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Adam Scheffner. These are all real-time joints that's coming in. So you got Lions QB Kyle Allen signs a 2-year deal, $4.1 million with the Bills. Reunites with his close friend Josh Allen. You got Bears left tackle returns to the Bears, 1-year deal, $10 million. You got former 49ers receiver Kendrick Bourne reaches a 2-year, $10 million with the 49ers. You got guard Isaac Samalo to the Cardinals, 3 years, $31 million. You got former Eagles safety Reed Blankenship signs with the Texans, 3-year, $24 million. This is all just today, y'all. Seahawks are bringing back Rashid Shaheed, 3 years, $51 million, $35 million guaranteed. And the list goes on, bro. Like it's a lot going on, and there will be more. But on to my Commanders, though. The Commanders was making moves this past week. All right. So the Commanders, they re-signed Von Miller for 1 year. And regardless of all that speculation, he is not retiring after this. He feel like, he's like, look, I got a ring, and I believe that we can get one here. So if you can help us get one, you can stay. So they signed him for a 1-year deal. We re-signed Marcus Mariota, 1 year, $7 million. I still don't know how I feel about that because I feel like you put our tight end in a real bad position, man. And even though he's coming back, our tight end Zach Ertz is not retiring. He said he's coming back, so we'll see how that go. I love to see him get out there, but I don't think he got too much time left, man. The way he running, he running like it's time, running out of time. Then we got offensive lineman Laramie Tunsil signs 2 years, $60 million, $33 million guaranteed. Realize this: he is the first offensive lineman to receive $30 million a year, even though it's only 2 years. He's the first one to do it. So let's clap my man up for that. Clap it up for him. Let me get a sip of water, y'all. Mouth a little dry today. Pause. Make sure y'all drinking water. Anyway, let's keep going. So next up, Commander signed Lions cornerback Amik Robertson, 2 years, 16 mil, 9.5 mil guaranteed. I like that. Right now, okay. Well, let me get all the stuff out. Then I'm gonna give you my analysis of the whole thing. Also, and I'm gonna butcher your name, bro. I'm sorry. Commander signed Chargers defensive end Odafe Owe. 4 years, 100 mil, 68 mil guaranteed. Wow. I ain't seen no highlights or nothing, but I'm just going on record to say if that's somebody that's getting paid, then yeah, it's for a reason. And two, I forgot to mention on the other ones. Max Crosby to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks. I thought the Commanders was going to get him, but that's okay. And the Ravens wide receiver Isaiah Likely signs a 3-year deal to go. 3-year deal, 40 mil to go to the Giants. I still ain't worried about no Giants, bro. All right, enough with the stats for a minute. So, as far as what's going on for the Commanders, I think that they are immediately addressing like where we need help. We know we needed a cornerback. We know we needed some help on the line. I also read that we bought Tim Settle back. So and you still got Montez Sweat out there who said he would come back to the team for less money. So, bruh, we really could be making a dream team on the defensive side, bro. I like what upper management is doing. I'd be curious that if we gonna pick some more folks up, man. And I ain't seen nothing about as far as us keeping or releasing Bobby Wagner again. I would like to keep him, man. I don't think that I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful because I respect people's career stats and just what he does. I don't know if Bobby Wagner should be a starter or maybe I don't know. I don't know if he should start. You know what I'm saying? Or like I think that depending on the situation, he just need to be comfortable with getting switched out as a starter, depending on who's backing him up. But I think if he can accept like more of a flex role, then yeah, he can stay. But him being a starter, I don't think so. But picking up a cornerback, you know what I'm saying, paying your offensive lineman because we got him from Houston and he was a dog there. And yes, he worth that money. I think addressing these positions early, man, not out here BSing, I think it's cool. And you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting to wake up in the morning and see that we picked up Brandon Ayuk from San Francisco because yeah, he out there. If we can get Brandon Ayuk, I think we dangerous, man. Because now, you know what I'm saying, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk, you know what I'm saying, Noah Brown. Come on, dog. Zach Ertz, yeah, we be good out here, man. And I also think that they're gonna go out here and they're gonna pick up another running back. I think at this point, the Bill, the McNichols, and my other man Rodriguez, I don't think that's gonna work. One of them got to go, and it's gonna be either McKissick or it's gonna be Chris Rodriguez. It's gonna be one of them. One of them gonna have to go. It's unfortunate. I think they can go to another team and be good backups, maybe even a starter if somebody get hurt. But we need some fresh legs in there. We got to be a powerhouse this year. This is the year to make that house call, the Super Bowl house call. So far so good on that, man. As far as everything else around the NFL, I'm not surprised. It's still some quarterbacks out here. Kirk Cousins don't play for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna pick him up? I thought I seen something that said he went to the Browns, but I wasn't sure about that. But so far, I like what I'm seeing, man. And that's all I got for the NFL for now. Shit, who knows? If something else come up between overnight, I might be making a special pod. Shit, on the basketball. Basketball gonna be short. I'm only here to talk about the Wizards. I could talk about how the Lakers been winning games since LeBron ain't been playing, but I ain't gonna go there. I could be talking about the SGA and the Luka flopping and whining, but y'all already know all that, so we ain't gonna get into that. So Trae Young made his debut on March 3rd when he came and played, versus the Utah Jazz. Now, I'm gonna read the stats and then hear me out. So first game, even though they lost both of these games. They lost to the Jazz and they lost to the Pelicans. So with the Jazz, he had 12 points, six assists, 2 rebounds, 19 minutes, right? And then his second game versus the Pelicans, he had 17 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 17 minutes. Bro, I know that the team is only 16 and 47. I know that the two teams that they played are booty because we booty. But to play less than 20 minutes and put up between 12 to 17 points is pretty good. I'm just saying. Not to mention, we picked up Angel Reese's brother. I forgot his name. He had like 18 points when we played against the Jazz. The future is bright. The future is bright, dog. Next year, I'm not drinking the Anthony Davis Kool-Aid yet. But I will say that we would definitely have some solid leadership because a healthy Trae Young, the healthy Anthony Davis, Trey Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn George, Bub. Yeah. We could be next up. We could be that next OKC team because we gonna mess around and probably get something decent out of the draft. We can be that OKC team. They got all these young players, you know what I'm saying, and then take it to the house. I'm just saying. I ain't speaking too much, but I know what's something cooking when I see one, and I would like to go to a Wizards game at some point, but I can't go to no bum ass. I'm sorry, I don't care that if I could sit on the floor for $20. I can't go, dog. I can't go to a Wizards game. They will be escorting me out the arena because I would literally be yelling, especially if you put me close, bruh. If you put me close to the team or the owner or the coach, I'm yelling the whole time. I'm yelling. Every time they make a mistake, I'm yelling. They're gonna throw me out. So I would like for y'all to tighten up so me and my son can come to a game next year. We can really root y'all on. We y'all biggest fans, man. I've been a Wizards fan since before Michael Jordan old ass was on the team. So I've been there for a minute, bro. And I think we got something, man. So on a minutes restriction, you know what I'm saying? Less than 20 minutes, putting almost a dub up, put a couple threes up, getting the team involved. I mean, I ain't see nothing about no steals, nothing. So I guess the defense is still a defense. But again, we only won 16 games, so I guess we just testing him out. I'll be surprised if he plays the rest of the season, Trae Young. I will be surprised. At this point, I think you let him play a full game and then sit him out. Let him play a full game and then sit him out for the rest of the season. He ain't got nothing to prove at that point. He come back fresh next year. We could be fresh and we could be in the conversation, man. We cut ESPN on and they could be talking good about us because we suck. But that's all I got, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep it short. I want to keep it cute tonight, man. I'm tired, bro. But this is episode 10, man. I made it 10 episodes, man, and I ain't think I was gonna make it, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, man. I felt like I was in over my head, and you know what I'm saying? Again, for those who haven't been following the journey, who not original listeners, I've been podcasting since 2020, and then I stopped doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then I try to come back and I stopped doing it again. This is my third time. And I really wanted to mean something. And this is also the first video of this. I was doing video in the old one, so my first 9 episodes is all audio. And this is the first actual episode that's gonna go up on my YouTube, Robert Marbury. Look that up. It's a big picture of me smiling, big face ass. This is gonna be the first one of me actually showing video. And it's gonna be simple. It's gonna be bare bone. It's virtual. It's gonna be like this until I feel like doing something else. But for now, I want to keep it as bare bone as possible. That way, I can keep doing it. That's why I ended up stopped doing it. I was over here trying to make some Steven Spielberg shit, and I was doing it all by myself. Trying to put so much into the production, but then when it came time to just put out the product, I'd be tired. So. But that's it though, man. It's episode 10, man. Again, make sure you guys share, subscribe, tell somebody, give me a rating, whatever you feel is best. 5 stars be good, but whatever you feel is best. And I'll see you guys next week. All right, capping out.